MDC says it's part of a government-sponsored campaign to intimidate its supporters ahead of the runoff election. Tsangrai and his party claimed victory in the March 29th presidential poll. But official results showed that a runoff was required. Now he has to face off against Robert Mugabe again in 3 weeks' time. The MDC claims more than 60 of its members have been killed in government-sponsored attacks since March. Morgam claims the violence is MDC-sponsored and blames the British and American sanctions for the problems in Zimbabwe. Tsangrai was back on the campaign trail on Thursday despite a ban on all political gatherings. Robin Creel, E-News, Johannesburg.
ANC President Jacob Zuma says Africa's food crisis is a ticking time bomb. Zuma was speaking at the World Economic Forum Summit in Cape Town, where the global food shortage dominated today's talks.
Scenes of food riots have played itself out on almost every continent. People have taken to the streets, angered by ever-rising prices. South Africa has also seen its fair share of protests, albeit peacefully. Now African leaders fear it could happen again. But this time warn protests could be more volatile if nothing is done to curb prices. Some feel the problem is out of Africa's hands.
One of the issues upstream is clearly the oil price. If you look at the price of a loaf of bread in this country, about 34% emanates from the wheat price, 36% of it emanates from the logistics chain. The oil prices are driving up food in a way that we can't deal with it.
The man touted to be South Africa's next president says rich nations are able to protect their citizens against rising costs. Most of Africa, though, doesn't have this privilege.
Well, with that, it's time to take a look at the day.